So far this game, Craig McGee has 21 points on 9 of 22 shooting. Blake has 6 points. Chaplin is 1 for 2 from 3. He has 5 points on the season. Chaplin is a 46% three-point shooter. He's number 31 in maroon. Eli Combs had 6 points all in the first half. John Zarnecki has been mostly cold. He's 1 for 6. But McGee might be the guy. He's number 15. And he's a chance to be the outstanding player of the HCAC. It goes to McGee. We're running now. 5 seconds. 4, 3. McGee's in trouble. He hoists a prayer. It's short. Transylvania wins it. About halfway through this second half, Transylvania with a 3-point lead, looking to add to it. Zach Larimore will head to the line. He's been shooting 72% on the season, and he has 3 points in this one. All came in the first half. Last game he had 22 in the win against Anderson. Now has 4. Transylvania's biggest lead in the game was 6 points, and Rose Holman's biggest was 3. So this entire game has been played in a 9-point range. Good on both. 5 for Larimore and the sophomore from LaGrange, Kentucky. Craig McGee off the screen, drops it Chaplin. Thought about pulling the trigger. Jefferson was there. Here's the screen by Zarnecki. Step back 3, good by Craig McGee. 15 for number 15. And with that shot, he is now tied for 20th all-time in Rose Holman. On the scoring list, he's a junior, folks. He's got a lot higher to climb. Cromwell wraps around, down low. Gentry, the reverse. A dozen for Lucas Gentry. Transy by 4. McGee somehow, some way, went up over Cromwell and Gentry and kissed it in. Here's Gabe Schmidt off the Larimore screen, launches it from the top, good. It's a 2. Gabe Schmidt has 5. McGee drops it, Chaplin pulls up from 3 and he hits it. Nothing but net for the boy from Carmel. Up by 1, Gabe Schmidt sends it left. Jefferson from the left wing. Didn't have enough on it. He tried to run it down too. It'll be Rose Holman ball. Looking to claim their 5th lead of the game. Here comes McGee. Lost it. Schmidt has it for Transylvania. Cromwell over to Jefferson. 2 players, 1 in the post for Transylvania. Gentry vacated for Larimore. Jefferson, cross court, Cromwell. Goes baseline and he's bumped by Craig McGee, and that is McGee's 2nd. And the 6th on Rose Holman. Zach Callahan back in for Rose Holman. Several subs. Michael Lake in. Craig McGee will get a breather. It'll be interesting to see who Rose Holman goes to now for offense with McGee off the court. He has been the main offensive. He's been the point of the spear. Gentry missed a 3, and here's Chaplin, the freshman. Guarded by Sibbles. Goes over to Zarnecki. Now Callahan. Michael Lake. Eli Combs has 10 to shoot. Off the back door, Chaplin lost the ball. It scoots off Jefferson and will stay with Rose Holman with 6 seconds to shoot. Chaplin will inbound. They're going to have to go quickly. Lake pivots up and he goes. And the lead's back to Rose Holman on Michael Lake's 4th point. 8:20 to play. Gentry, back iron. Rebound Larimore, bumped into. He plays through. He goes up, but he traveled. Here's Chaplin, across midcourt. Callahan, right side. Centers it. The next dead ball will be a timeout. So just a heads up. Lake now. Looking inside Zarnecki, right side Combs. Zarnecki had it for a moment. Swat away by Gentry. John Zarnecki heaves it, trying to draw a foul. Glanced iron, no call. Up to Gentry, stolen away by Michael Lake. Transition game now. Lake will slow it down. Here's Callahan. Zarnecki. Down low Eli Combs. Thought about backdoor. Here's Zarnecki. Gives it up. Michael Lake. 5 to shoot. Left hand. No good. Rebound Lucas Gentry for Transylvania. For Gentry, it's his 10th rebound. There are 2 Pioneers with double-digit rebounds. Jefferson with 11, Gentry with 10. Gentry's on the block. Got a smaller Max Chaplin on him. And he tried to draw a foul. It was on a pass, and it was easily picked off by Zach Callahan. It's still a 1-point lead for Rose Holman. Michael Lake works it towards the right. Schmidt guarding him. Down low Zarnecki. And here's an off-ball foul. It'll be against Will Sivils. And that'll bring us to our under 8 timeout. And joining us now is Commissioner of the HCAC, Jay Jones. Jay, it's been a pretty fun tournament, has it not?
It sure has. It's been a lot of fun, both on the women's side this weekend as well as the men's. So to have them all under one roof with this great atmosphere has been a lot of fun for us.
You can give the folks at home a little bit of perspective on your role in a weekend like this. I've seen you've been out the scores table, you're getting shirts ready, you're up here, you're all over.
Yeah, so in small college athletic conference, a commissioner and my staff of one other person, really small operations, but we do a little bit of everything, from the fun stuff of handing out trophies and MVP awards, all the way down to hanging banners beforehand and passing out stat sheets if we need to do that. So every sport that we administer is a little different, but we stay busy, and it's just a lot of fun. The championships are easily the most fun thing that we do through the year.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, we see a very competitive game here right now, and thankfully so. Especially all the men's games have been very intense back and forth. When you're getting ready for the actual championship and it's over, one team's winning, one team's losing, one's pumped, one's devastated. Where are you sitting in this balance? Because you celebrate the team who's won, but you have to feel for the team who comes in second.
Yeah, that's right. And then the other thing when you're sitting in the commissioner's seat is you really want the best team to come out. And you really want to make sure that it was decided by the players on the floor and what they did. So you always worry when you're the person that oversees the officiating assigners and the officiating side of it, that doesn't play a negative impact into the tournament. So I'd be lying if I didn't say that I didn't pay a lot of attention to the third team on the floor out there, which is our officials.
Don't worry, it's you and I think everybody here. They always are very cognizant of the officials.
Yeah.
Good and bad. I like we have one official's family in the front row wearing the zebra stripes too.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't know that prior to this weekend. That's the family of Pick Russell, and what I was told pregame, and we recognized his real name's Charles. He goes by Pick. He's been with this league for 23 years. Today will be his last game, and I think he's going out here in a championship game. He told me it was his 9th championship, so he does a great job for us and has for a long time, so that's pretty cool.
And the boys are playing on. Turnover for Rose Holman. Nice play by Jefferson. And now Jefferson has it. No scoring yet since out of that last timeout. Jefferson sends it. Lara Moore thinking about it, and he travels. I believe that was from Pick. His ears were burning.
It sure was. He's made that call for 23 years in the HCAC. So it's an interesting game here this afternoon. It doesn't seem to develop a lot of rhythm, but yet, these two teams, they had really physical, rough games yesterday, so I'm not totally surprised at that.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, during championship season, not only you're here's the Wirtz 3, but he traveled before it. You are not only all over the place inside the arena, but from when you're at crossover season, I think that's an unspoken, not as many spectators are aware of what crossover season's like in small college athletics.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot that goes on that people don't kind of necessarily keep up with, although the families of players and so on are well aware of it. We'll move from basketball very quickly into our spring sports. They've started up. Transy opened up baseball and softball this weekend, so we're getting cranked up there. We just, as we came into our basketball championship, we left swimming and indoor track, so it stays busy for us, and then we'll transition right into spring.
Then my last question for you, and the facilities, this is no knock to Rose Holman because we're not there, but here at Transylvania, the folks here at Transylvania have done a spectacular job putting on 2 tournaments at the same time.
Yeah, I appreciate you asking because I was going to mention it if you did not ask. They do a first-class job, and this is a first-class championship environment. They have a facility that allows that. There's very few places that we could have 8 teams and all of them have a locker room over the weekend. So that is a wonderful thing. I can't say enough gratitude and enough thanks to the staff and members here at Transylvania for what they've done to create a great championship atmosphere. Really spoiled me as the commissioner, to be honest.
Well, as we see this game play out, Commissioner Jay Jones, thank you. I want to thank you for your time. We'll let you go and enjoy the rest of this action.
Yeah, and just thanks to all the viewers and folks that are following along, and thanks for your support of the HCAC, and thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
All right.
That's Commissioner Jay Jones. He's got some hardware to hang out later, and it's still a toss-up right now. Tie game at 32. Here is Gentry from the top. Drops it back, Cromwell. Now Schmidt's turn. Gentry with 6 to shoot on the shot clock. Here, buries the 3. Transy up by 3. The back and forth nature of this game continues. Samvi Ram missed it from as deep in the corner as you could go, and the rebound is Jefferson. He has a double-double. 15 and 11. Nice, crafty play. Lara Moore's fouled by Wirtz. And the under 12 timeout. Free throws will be coming up. The Transylvania fans are delighted.